The Palestinian militant group Hamas says that it has agreed to release 10 hostages during what it called, quote, difficult talks on a ceasefire in Gaza. The announcement followed comments by Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar that a 60-day deal is, quote, achievable. A statement from Hamas says that the group is working to overcome hurdles toward an agreement. Its goals include allowing the free flow of aid into Gaza and pushing back withdrawal lines for Israeli forces, which is seen as a key sticking point. Correspondent Felix Tamsut is standing by now with the view from Jerusalem. So these latest ceasefire talks have stretched into a fourth day, but Israel's leaders say that a deal might be in sight. What might any deal look like?
Well, that's basically the crux of the issue. We're looking at a situation where we have several points of disagreement between both sides. One point of disagreement is the location of Israeli soldiers during the 60-day ceasefire, and the other main sticking point is the mechanism as part of which aid will enter the Gaza Strip. Israel insists on aid entering using the mechanism that's backed by Israel and the US, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and whereas Hamas insists on the previous mechanisms. Having said that, it seems like there's progress, judging by US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff's own words. And the fact that both the Israeli side and Hamas seem to have more and more of an interest of reaching the 60-day ceasefire, it looks ever more likely that it will be achieved in the coming days.
But it's interesting because on one side you have Hamas saying they want real guarantees. Netanyahu, meantime, says that there will be no more Hamas after the war. Is any deal, even if they're able to reach it, doomed to fail if Israel is determined to eliminate Hamas in the end?
That's a very good question. There are several ideas of ending the war with Hamas no longer controlling the Gaza Strip. There's the idea of moderate Arab countries taking over. There's the idea of the Palestinian Authority taking over. And as said by Netanyahu himself, according to reports in Israel, in Israeli government meetings, there's also the idea of martial law being put on Gaza for a certain period of time. And at the same time, with Hamas's top officials being set abroad. So the ideas are there. It's just a matter of both sides reaching an agreement with the US and Qatari mediation.
Okay, and Israel has also just bolstered its forces in Gaza. How much of a sticking point is Israel's insistence on retaining its military presence?
Well, according to reports in Israel, two of the main sticking points in the negotiations are the Israeli presence in the so-called corridors, the two corridors, the Morag corridor and the Philadelphia corridor. Having said that, reports have also stated that progress had been made on these issues. Both sides, again, according to reports here, are showing flexibility, and a solution is expected to be reached in the coming days.
And that is Felix Tamsut joining us with the view from Jerusalem.